Latest entry in the DCU, Lanterns finally had its first trailer. This is what I gotta say. But before we begin, the Department of Justice yesterday admitted to 50,000 of the Epstein files, including Trump allegations, being removed. Do not let them get away with this, and if there are any records of the Epstein files, please save them and spread the word. They should not be able to get away with this, and we should be able to also make sure that they are brought to justice in some way, shape, or form. Starting off with positive first, I think that while I would have preferred a darker skinned actor for Aaron Pierre, I know he's going to, at the very least, do a good job in the role as Jon Stewart, even if he wasn't going to be my first pick. I think Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan is also really great too, and I do like the idea of a Jon Stewart having to work with an older Hal Jordan to try and become a new Green Lantern. On top of that, too, I also do think that in general, the cinematography looks good, though I do think the color grading can look pretty bad, which I think kind of goes into my overall opinions on Lanterns as a whole. I think overall my problems with Lanterns is the fact that it tries a bit too hard to spiritually like counteract the Ryan Reynolds movie by sanding out a lot of the higher fantastical elements of Green Lantern, instead wanting to focus on a lot more of the like dark and gritty and grounded, which I'm also kind of sick of when it comes to live action superhero stuff. There was a term that kind of got thrown around back in 2021 through a viral tweet called Surf Dracula, which is basically kind of like saying that like in the streaming era, you kind of have to wait an entire season before Surf Dracula can do what he actually does in the title. And I kind of agree here. Like, I'm glad that Jon Stewart is getting more focus, but I also don't feel like we need an entire season where he's going to have to build up to getting the ring when we could really just have Jon Stewart kind of wear the ring and also do Green Lantern stuff already while still just being a rookie Green Lantern. I do feel like it kind of ruins like a lot of the mystique of having a magical ring choose you to be his wielder. Lanterns also confuses me a little bit too by referencing the fact that Hal says that he's the only human Green Lantern, but we know Guy Gardner exists, so when does this exactly take place? Or is Guy just not really counted? Either way, though, it's just little things like that compared with just the awful brown suit for Green Lantern, it just kind of makes me wondering just kind of who this is for. A lot of people are defending it by basically saying that like it's made to rope in new audiences, but I feel like Superman was able to show that you can get very fantastical when it comes to your like superhero stuff and still make it a hit. And if I wanted a Green Lantern series that basically manages to have like high sci-fi elements while still being a mystery at the end of the day, then Far Sector is right there. That combined with Tom King, a actual war criminal writing this, I'm not exactly confident I'll be seeing Lanterns regardless.